Or if you're on YouTube, so about get there, man, with a different style of video. And this video is a type of video I wanted to shoot for a long, long time. Many who are on my Instagram would have heard me talk about this. This is a trading style video, but you know where I'm at as it relates to my trading. Now, for the majority of my video, I have no script, no format. Mostly been just been talking about the process, how it's been, where I plan to go, and where I'm at. Now, as it relates to where I'm at right now, yesterday with the field two from $1.0 point of account. I've been pursuing, trading for a long time as it relates to firms even. Since last year. I believe it started in 2021. And then I really started seriously with firms in 2022. And there 2023 now. It's a little bit more than a year now. I've been pursuing that. I had a funded 20K account, a 10K on phase 2. Then I went to phase, well, this about passing, but ran out of time. So, the phase 2 yesterday, and I always had it in my goals. I didn't want to show everything here. Days ago, I set goals in my book there, man. I have to achieve. One of them is doing this video. So, back to the story. So, we had the 40K field yesterday, and if you ever feel the challenge, you know what that's like. Not a happy feeling. To talk about where was that mentally, I guess was a third, taking losses and all that, yeah, mentally started to run out of patience. My trade itself wasn't a bad trade. My risk was high, especially for somebody that was down that much. But I was just like, fuck it, again. So, see with this trade, or with the dungeon come, that self-sabotage thing was simple. Other than that, the lesson for the trade was, it was a late entry as well. Yeah, so I took the loss, I think 1.3%, probably 1.01%. And yeah, that loss straight with the 0.01. And then, I want this to be one take, so I don't want to shoot no multiple videos. I want this to be this and then out. Because after this video, they just show the chart a little bit, show what I did yesterday, which was back test. And this is going to be the video. But, yeah, so that was the lesson for the trade, know the entries. And as I said, I was mentally carried with the trade. Now, it kind of, for me, it was a little bit irritated by some questions people was asking me, because how you asking me these questions, you want to see me post, I literally post, right? Like the account was dead. People still ask me if I do the account. I literally show you the account suspended, though. You know what I mean? But I understand that it was a little bit confusing based on the trade I had shown. The same day earlier, I was up in profit, and then I lost. No trades just blew the account. So I can understand people thought I hit the profit first or something. Whatever. Long story short is that the account was failing. And now it's about where do I work on here? Do I take a break, or do I just get straight back into it? Right? Those are the options for me. And for me, as I said, one thing. But yeah, for me, I started the FBA monthly trade, and I'll be trading that until I'm ready to go back live. I want to pursue a 10K account, so I'm doing the 10K right now. I'm down 4%, 4.7%, risking crazy. Still a lot of bad lottery mindset in me. As I said, trying to be as transparent as possible. I just feel like this is important for the journey to document. And I was trying to show too, I lost a lot of chances. Yeah, a lot of chances. I said I lost about 5 to 6 total. Each of those characters ones and twos and some phase threes. So it's been a lot. But yeah, so that's the plan to do the FDM monthly trend. Once they see some consistency there, then they gonna go for the 10K late. I was considering doing it on the FDM more, but I may just keep the money for expense for now and do it that way. Now, next is I actually here looking at charts window and looking at my system, my strategy. I did some back testing last night. I had a 57% in rate, average return of about 25%, 14 wins, 8 losses over 22 trade sample size on the 15-minute only. And I'll show you guys my strategy here in a minute or minute cut, because it will probably just be audio. Or me add this in and I'll see when I edit it. But basically, I'll be questioning my strategy. Is it good enough? Does it really work? My style is a sweep style. It's not what any of my coaches use that are actively, giving me mentorship. The style that Akudo uses, that Rox uses, that I use, that help me pass, actually became funding. What is the break and retest? Some people might ask, well, what is it that I'm not using that right now? After passing the funding, for some reason it just felt like it stopped working. It stopped working for a long time. Like, what the here? Like, doing everything the same exactly there, just taking more losses. So some people say market conditions change and all that there. Like, let me go back to what really worked for me. Because instead of Mark Douglas trading in the zone, I was like hearing this idea that any system can work. Because it's like flipping a coin, right? You flip a coin 20 times. If you bias heads, then there's a certain ratio that heads will come up. That ratio is what you will use in trading as your edge. That edge is what you have to use in regard to risk and reward to create profit. Because if you flip a coin and the coin only lands on heads 6 times out of 20, that's 14 times that you lost. But if that is 6 times 3 in terms of your risk and reward, that's 18%. And then you take really 14%, that's 4% profit. So the ratios will still work out, even though you have a massively loser strategy. So if my system is 57%, then it should work, yeah? So then the application got to be going back to me. Am I using it the right way? And even with those trades I lost last night, I asked myself the question was I applying it the right way, whereby I had only, I had taken shorts, as I will show you guys, the trend was long, only 15. Again, a lot of people can disagree with how you're looking at this here, but I just follow my intuition right now. The trend was long, and it took shorts. So that told me, hey, you're not doing the right thing. The trend, the system itself is designed to take reversal. So, that can actually, short can work in a long trend, but as it relates to consistency, that's not good. Because as it relates to creating consistency, the worst thing that can happen is for you to make a mistake and it works. So don't you have a bias or you have a piece of incorrect data in your system that says, if we're short in a long trend, it can still work. And it's not making sense. So, here right now we're looking at some loans with the long trend, and you'll see how those go. I'll be tracking those. And yeah, that's that as it relates to the system. So, yeah, basically just to finish off in summary, we hope I'm feeling about it. Today was tough. I'm going up to my routine, which is working out. If they want to remain swole or get swole, remain disciplined. And I really, even with this goal list, I want to top each and every goal I have. I want to eliminate procrastination. I want to shorten that interval between recognizing the action that you need to take and taking that action, because when I study the more successful people around me in my circle, those that are at the six-figure level. There's always, here's the problem, here's the solution, and the interval between action. Yeah, you go do this thing to solve that problem. It's very quick. And then find that money is some is a longer time. So we gotta work on that and then continue working on that. That's what this video is about. And how do we do that? I do that by making things extremely fucking simple. This video is got a lot of edits and a lot of cuts. People but unsubscribe from this channel because they see me just talking. That's cool. This is always my YouTube. I always try to do it this way. Yeah, but just share my link. You only care and you find stuff ain't gonna come without me being financially successful. And whoever with it, good. Whoever not with it, as my boss would say, my workplace, you gotta come on, you go on. Respectfully. So yeah, man, that's basically this is the type of videos I want to always do because hey, when you think about retention, right? So that my Marius walks, so he does this, he just talks. Channel I think is about near 400,000 subscribers. He has a revenue pool. I'll give you two keys there. A lot of these guys that do well on YouTube don't only make money from YouTube, they funnel the attention through the links to a website where they sell a product or offer a service. So that's another aspect of what I will be doing. Where you want to have, if you want to have content that's easy to do like this. Want to me talking, get traction, people actually get involved with the real deal people, and then you put that out there, and that creates more revenue for you because you have a product or a service to offer. And that's something you have to work on. And that's what ideas that, you can get them, short talk, not JDM, short Kevon as well. So yeah, basically, I believe I talk enough, I believe I have enough off my mind, and then we'll get into the charts, now we're going to do some chart work, so you guys see exactly what this was. And I want this video up tonight, so it's really across this off my list tonight. So yeah, man, look forward to a lot more videos like this. Maybe even some fitness videos where, you'll see my routine. If you follow me on Instagram at Jigger Official, you can see me here every single day, with the exception of Saturdays, 6 days a week, because I realize it's very important for me to start my daily work again, create the money I have man given to the world, and the money I have man look a certain way, live a certain way, break certain characters, move, you know what I mean? So, yeah, look forward to that, and as I say, even with this journey as a electric training, this is my passion, this is what I really want to do as a career. You're going to see some more content like this, man. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. So, subscribe, hit the like button if you like this type of video, man. You just talk it up. In my bedroom, Hey, I always say, pay attention to the story. As my mom would say, pay attention to the process, not the end result. That process is where the keys are. You don't learn nothing from the success. All that celebration, you don't learn nothing from that. You learn from where the person was doing the ground work to get them to that success. And this may be that part of that story where you get to see exactly how it happens, man. So, yeah, so it was you. I will pay attention to. Yo, YouTube and Instagram, YouTube and the charts both link up. So, let me get straight into it. Again, as I said, this is the chart section of the video where we'll be talking about my system and how I plan to use it, what we do right now. So, here on the chart, we got GJ. So, GJ, as I said, I'm looking at longs right now. This is Asia session 727. We have an uptrend. So, when the uptrend, you should be looking at buying. Again, people will be telling me, as they have told me before, look at the hair time frames and all this different stuff. Which I could agree with, but I'm trying to tune that voice out of everybody else. I really just fall back on intuition right now until I can, feel more confident, more consistency with what I saw in my back test. Now, today I can mention a good point, which is having rules to manage your trade so you don't lose like break even and stuff like that. So we'll also be looking at that. But as we get to right here, what we're looking at is I want to see a break below this low, close back within. To continue up, simple. No rocket science there. Because what the street system is we identify ranges as trading between, let's say the banks, right? That range, you're not going up or down. This is a more clear one here. Signifies the contracts, candles or receipts from the market. When a buy candle is printed and closed, that means, the buyers were there. They closed bullish. Sell candle, and they have many different meanings. It also could mean that sellers bought from the buyers. But long story short, not to get too deep into it, it just means that there's trading going on there which has not decided on a higher price yet, or accumulation of orders is going on, which is widely to use. And this piggybacks off of the Wyckoff style, where we have accumulation and distribution going on. My mentor that showed me this strategy destroys it slightly different to me. I do it the Wyckoff way. He does it the reverse. So for me, I would describe accumulation as orders coming down, right? Distribution is the orders going up. So you accumulate as you come down, and then you distribute, right? I said another thing about it. I'm gonna be exactly how Hunter does this too. So basically, below the range, we like to say that this is how the big money in the market trades. They place orders behind levels. The reason they do that is so that they can have their orders filled. Imagine, for example, let me see what's a good example. So you got price being here. Some people may buy it here right now, look back and say, yeah, this was a good retest, and I don't know, for some reason they want to buy it. I would want to buy I would want to buy at the cheapest price, right? And the cheapest price based on this range would be the low. That's also likely where, as you can see, this candle and this wick, price was coming down into that area and it ran into orders that are here, invisible orders that we can't see. So what it tells me is that it was enough, this rejection from this candle was enough to fill the orders that were in this level. So if we look to the left, one person would say, okay, this was a demand zone because we had this sell before this big buy, and then we came back and we tested it. And then we see price still come back into that area. It even pushed a little further down, right? So it pushed further down into the demand. So the invisible orders here that the banks can see, maybe from retail, from other institutions, from bigger traders, whatever. And so what this tells me is that if I want to trade like them, they most certainly will place their order for buying below this low. Because here is untested levels, or this is liquidity, this is money in the market that has not been touched yet. So if we touch into that area and reject, close back within the range, that is part of a signal for us to go along. What that would look like would be like this. It enter the market. Let's say the stop is there on a high volume close. We close it here. Then we will target 3.1%. So say like this here. Say like that, right? And that's how we would look to enter that trade. Now, again, you're basing it on the reaction. If price starts to drop even further down and does the sweep here, closes back within, then we will take the long that way. Now let's look back to see an example of exactly what I mean. All right, let's look at this range here. I pointed this out before. Let's see if this actually meets the bill. So we got a range high, and we got a range low. So we've been looking for price to sweep below here to come back in. Now, there also is a range within a range here. We see clearly we have this high and this low, and there are orders behind levels. So price swept the level, goes back within. We would have taken the entry here. This is just for example because they don't believe this is trading time again. So it's 3 o'clock, we don't trade that time, but for example, so we would have taken the entry here and place the stop at the lower of that candle, that sweat. Now what I like to do is I like to add 2 pips as a part of my rules, 2 pips below. So 13.8 would have been the stop. And then we would have been targeting 3.1%. Okay, so that's 3.1%. So that is an example of how it works. It's always good to look back and see how something works. Well, 9 times out of 10, you get anywhere market is different. Let me show you another example of how this system can be used. So we see here we have a range. Let's look at it a little bit more zoomed out. You can see that we're still bullish as it was going up. And let's use this high and low. This is the highest point. So instead of looking at it as ranges, we can also look at it as high and lower points. And I like this because it takes all the noise of the trade and we are just looking at particular areas. Looking for particular things. Keep the chart looking real clean and crisp, all that stuff. So this also shows if our trade was to line up like that, we pretty much we go into this high. So there's some confluence there, as we might say. Right. And so yeah, that's basic. That's a basic example of how the system will work. The reverse is also true for when we are selling. Let's look for an example of selling as well. And so we don't have enough data to show the seller's market, it seems. We may have a little bit here. Let's see if we can show some here. So we have on the left hand side, you can see price was coming from a high point and coming down essentially. We have this setup here that looks pretty nice. This range here is pretty clear to see. So we can even use it on a range like this. So we got here's a high that we would have saw, here's a low that we would have saw. Then it swept the orders above, closed back within, and this candle close is a confirmation that we are short, but we could take it on the bull candle because that's part of the system. So we would have taken that there. There's the stop at the high. Let's get real technical. High is 163.066. Yeah, let's see. High is 163.066. 18.9 pips. You can add 2. So it's 20.9. And we go for 3.1%. Right, so that's basically what that would have looked. We would have did the sales in here, and you can basically just look at it. We wouldn't have gone to entry there as I say, then stick the high, and so on and so on. So that's basically what I'm looking at. Looking at sweeps in the market. As I said, it was behind with this idea of let's go back to break and retest. Now this is what popped in my head when you think about it. I had success with both systems. Then the difference in failure has got to be me because the people that are having success with a similar system to mine, people that are having success with break and retest, people that are having success with supply and demand, people that are having success with trading on the GJ. There are people that are having success that only trade on the 15-minute time frame. Why is it that I am not succeeding? The reason is, I'm not who I need to be. I need to become that successful person. You know, maybe we want to make 10K a month doing this. That's what I need to do. So, I don't want to make the video too long. It's already long as shit. 11 minutes on this section. It took 10 minutes on the last. So that's about 20-minute video. But it's just me merely talking. See some examples of how the system works. See what I'm looking for here. We know. As I said, you want to do progress vlogs where it's easy content that you can do, which is this. So I'm going to shut this down now, edit this, and you should see this here tonight. keep me accountable. Today is Thursday. The what's today's date? Let's get the date. Thursday the 1st of June. If you don't see this video Thursday the 1st of June, then you know that I ain't succeed at the goal, which is to get up tonight. Alright, so guys, again, if you like this type of video, like this type of content with me share what I do, what I plan to do as a career, what I'm passionate about to make money with, definitely like this video. As I said, I find a lot of people are interested in this topic as it relates to financial success, physical success, meaning being healthier, being more disciplined, getting your workouts in, just being a higher level individual in general. That's what I want this channel to always be about. The first set of videos were definitely testing how the content responded to the market, how it can edit, learning a lot of stuff. But this is the real vision of the channel, to show life around these things, right? All this is my life. My name is Jed Clark. You understand? Not just Jigga Official. Jigga Official, that's a brand. But yeah, man. As I say, I run a lot. I know some people like this type of content where just talk because they more so relate to this. This is more helpful to them, more valuable. So I definitely want to be putting out more valuable content, and all the rest of the content will also be up. Whether that is the car videos, mainly the car videos. That's what's the plan to up. We got some plans for that. So stay tuned for top notch JDM stuff. Stay tuned for the car content. All that will come, but it has to be fueled. You gotta think, man. Like people is talking to me like if they ain't thinking about what the fuck they actually fuel having the car. You know, a car like mine, for example, could be $400 to $500 a month in gas. So, think that money gonna go for something, you know what I mean? So we gotta be successful all around. And I got friends that do it on a real big level. I had a friend, my insurance is 18 grand a year with deductions. You know who he is, so my dog. But I share that to say, when you realize that there are people playing the game at a high level that you can really say, nah, that would never be me. But that's too expensive. Who the hell want to live like that? All you can do is what you do. How? Who are you? Who do we need to become for me to be able to spend that type of money and still be able to travel, still be able to go to the gym, still be able to eat, still be able to do whatever we want to do? What type of quality of life am I living when I'm doing that? It gotta be good. It gotta be better than what I have now. Right, and that's what we about. We about going up all the time, man. So definitely subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned with this type of stuff. We gonna all improve together. So yeah, man, I hope for you. Go off on there.